Alright, so this is the keg that we just made with the soda water in it. The relief valve's on top. We've got to bleed this pressure out of here. So there's almost 100 pounds of pressure in here, so there's a lot of pressure. Now taking that lid off. That's the CO2 gas you see coming out of the product. And I'll see if I can get you a video of it. Don't know if I got enough light. Probably not. But you can see the bubbles in the water. So anyway, that's our keg that we made the carbonated water with. I'm going to dump that out. Now we're starting with a fresh keg again. So you can do the same thing. You don't have to. This is not as critical for this to be cold like the soda water, because the mix gives it a lot more particulates in the product for the gas to hang on to. So we're going to start filling the tank. That's the Country Time lemonade. That's the size that you'll be using. Walmart, $3.84 a can. You're going to use 3 of these to 5 gallons. Once again, you want to stop it, give it a little head pressure right here. That's about how much space you want in there. Okay, so now your lemonade's in the tank. You're going to put your lid on. Go down. This handle goes away from this handle, by the way. Reset your little relief. If you pull that ring up and turn it halfway, it'll keep it up. So you want to reset it. Now, you can get one of those paint mixers on a drill if you want to, or you can stick it down in here and stir this up. I just shake it. Sometimes it'll leak out a little bit. If it does, just put a little pressure on it. And it'll seal that lid. The pressure actually pushes that seal up to this lid. So, little shake. All right, now we're doing the same thing again. We're going to charge our tank through the liquid port. I put my phone up close to it, maybe you can hear it. Give her a little shake. And it's just like the soda water. The more you shake it, the fizzier it'll be. Alright, so that should be good. So we're going to disconnect. We're going to go in and hook it up to the box. Okay, so now this gauge is your lemonade gauge. It goes to the CO2 inlet on the tank. Then that's your lemonade product out going into the box. So you clip the gas on, you clip the product on, and we'll have to bleed out that product. I have water in here earlier. That's how much fluid is suspended in those holes. Cool. Now we have lemonade. So I'll show you. We just made that lemonade straight out of the box. Straight out of what I just showed you. And it is fizzy, sparkling lemonade. And we'll run and go get a cup of ice. Whoop, sorry, Amy. Be right back. Okay. Well, sparkling lemonade on tap. There you go. It could be a little fizzier. And it may be that it's just not real cold because I just got through running it through the tap. There it goes. You just need a little help. So yes. So and I know you're going to ask me, this tap, all these were supposed to be that same type of tap. They didn't send me the right ones, so I've got these other 4 ordered to add to this one. And that thing is cold. It's got sweat, so that tap is cold. But that's how that works. And on the side, there's your little thermostat. You'll see the box is actually like 42 degrees inside. It'll come down to 38. I've had the door open and closed on it. So that's your little controller wires that go in the back. So this is the plug that you will plug in for your freezer. It comes directly off of this controller. And then there's another plug coming out here, and that runs the little pump inside the box that circulates the fluid. Let me move this out the way. So there's a little fountain pump. Oh, I pulled it apart. Anyway, there's a fountain pump in here. And what it does, it picks up the water, the cold water out of that bucket, and circulates it through these lines up through the tower and keeps the tower cold. That way your product's cold when it comes out of the tap. So, very simple, easy. It's not a It looks complicated, but it's just a series of looping things through different things. And there's all your coils. One's for your lemonade, one's for your soda. I've got to finish putting your connectors on here. Got your tea. Got your coffee. This is your milk. I would put the milk over on this shelf over here in those little 3-gallon tanks. Use those for your milk. The other 2 tanks, you can use the 5-gallon tanks for the tea and the coffee sitting there. And you got plenty of room. So, whoop. That's how that works. All right.